Company loyalty is a joke, and it always will be. It will never exist. And if you say, oh, but I'm loyal to my company, what do you mean? And my company's loyal to me. No, you just think they're loyal to you. Company loyalty has always been a one-way street, and it only benefits the employer, the company. It never benefits the employee. And a lot of you that think you have great salaries and great perks, and you get these expenses paid for, maybe you get your cell phone bill paid for your company, by your company. The only reason that happens is because you're probably in a more in-demand field and maybe something like tech or some really white-collar corporate job. But if you look at people that work maybe manual labor jobs or something lower down the totem pole, those people get 10-cent increases per year. They barely get an extra dollar every couple years per hour. They get nothing. They get no beneficial salary increases. They're basically wage slaves. Inflation is 20%. Their salary increases by 1%. And that's already on top of their measly 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 30,000, whatever salaries that everyone knows used to be a good salary. But in this day and age, that barely covers rent. It barely covers groceries. And a lot of you think company loyalty is important because if you stay at a company, they'll value you more until you get laid off randomly and then everything's gone and your computer shut off and you don't even get to talk to your coworkers and say goodbye. How is that ever going to constitute as loyalty? If you leave your company for another company, you're likely to get a 25%, maybe even 50% salary increase if you prepare well with your interviews. You do your interview prep, you interview well, you find a good company, they're probably going to give you a sizable salary increase. If you try to get a 25% increase at your current company, good luck. Good luck. You basically have to become a director at your company within 1 year if you want to get that 25% increase. So if they actually wanted you to be loyal, they would increase your salary. It's very simple. Them not increasing your salary is them directly telling you to your face that you are not worth the increase. That they would rather have you quit if you want more money, and they'd rather replace you with someone that would get the same salary as you. And maybe you've been at that company for 2 years, 3 years. They don't care. They know they'll have to onboard that new person. They know they'll waste some time, but it doesn't matter. Now, why doesn't it matter? Probably because you're just a cog in the wheel, right? You're a cog in the machine. You're not that relevant, most likely. Even if you're a senior, they can find another senior to replace you. Your company has 500 employees. Your company has 1,000 employees. You really think you as an individual are that important to the entire company? The company's like a living, breathing organism made up of millions of cells, and you're just a tiny little part. You keep the wheel moving. You keep profits churning, but maybe at the realm of dollars, not millions of dollars. It only starts being millions of dollars when they start losing hundreds of employees or tens of employees, dozens of employees. But for you individually, to them, you're almost nothing. And this is why I say company loyalty is a joke, because it's a one-way street. You don't gain anything. You don't benefit anything. The only time you do is when it's for your learning experience, right? But you can do that at any company. So what I recommend by that is don't just keep trying to jump ship, because then you'll never learn anything valuable, because if you jump, you'll just get stuck in onboarding loops, obviously. But don't ever think that you will gain something by being loyal to a company, because you won't. If they're not increasing your salary, they're directly or indirectly saying, we don't really care that much about you. And that's how you should take that, right? All you have to remember is employment should always be a two-way street. And if you're not benefiting much, and that usually happens when someone stays at a company too long, they stop benefiting because they don't get salary increases. That's when you have to start thinking about leaving. If you've already learned everything you can learn and your salary is still average or mediocre, leave, right? If you guys have experience with this, leave a comment down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the OverEmployed Masterclass if you do want to become overemployed. Pinned comment down below in the description box.